it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is the 15th of the month. So on the 15th, there's a group of us that get together for Everyday Inspiration, where we take a picture from our everyday life, and we use that as inspiration. So for 2020, we have done every other month, and we have invited somebody to be our guest and provide the pictures, and then they get to stay on and play the rest of the year if they like. So today's, or this month's, I guess I should say, will be MK Gunn. And so I have had the awesome opportunity to have been able to actually scrapbook with her. And so she provided us with this awesome picture of the entrance to a pumpkin patch. So what I have done, because I guess in explaining all that, I've actually done quite a bit already. I took a piece of white cardstock. I took a plate from my kitchen and I made a circle. And then in the center, I made a hole. And then I measured about 1 inch all the way around. And then I took 3 pieces of embroidery floss and made almost an ombre look to it. And I just stitched from the center hole to the outside hole and back. And so that's how I got that starburst. Now that starburst represents the balloon arch that is in the picture, as well as that's kind of where I went with the colors. I went with that orange. So I have a cute picture of my son and his girlfriend, and they have sparklers. This is probably at a bonfire. I'm not sure. I might have to dig deep and find out when this actually happened. So I just matted it with a piece of 6x6 paper. Actually, I think I went into my 6x6 paper pads and found kind of a tone-on-tone orangish color, because I decided to use the bottom half of that orange to red ombre paper from Freckled Fawn. And then the branding strip that I had cut off, I flipped over and put on the bottom. I'm going to add a doily behind my photo to kind of have a place for my embellishment cluster to rest. And then I went through my thickers and I was trying to look for basically something that was really big, like the word patch. I found this one that says choose happy. It's not super big, but I'm going to put it over there on the right hand side, and that will kind of mimic that patch. So that is where I have taken my inspiration. I love this photo. There is so much you can do for it. And unfortunately, we didn't make it to the pumpkin patch this year. But I could have very easily took a picture of my front entryway and documented that. There's so many things you can do. I'm curious if somebody decides to do like the circular aspect of all of the balloons. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm super excited. I love that we all take the same picture inspiration and all of our layouts look so much different. So I'm super excited to see how this one turns out. So I am using my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I am just pulling a few different pieces of the ephemera. I do have those florals, which are not going to stay on the right. I'm going to end up going with a larger floral. I don't know where my words are going. And I'm going to cut off the leaves because I decide I don't want those 2 pops of green because I feel like they are really pulling your eye to that green, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to cut those leaves off. I am actually going to save them because I feel like you can always use some leaves. Like you can always add leaves anywhere. So I added a couple of tiny word stickers. One says this and that. One had, there's a piece of ephemera that's a ticket. I'm going to add 2 wood veneer stars, as well as there was orange popsicle, and I just tucked that in. So it's just a little rounded spot. And actually I added this cute little puffy mushroom, and it kind of looks like the top of that puffy mushroom up there as well. And then there was like a little like yellow gem. Yeah, I tucked that in there too. Add a couple of gold stars, yellow stars, puffy orange stars. There's a puffy pink one. And then I'm going to add, I think then I'm going to add this label. So I have on the side of my desk, I have a couple of branding strips, and one of them is all these labels. So I decided to cut off the orange label, and that's where I'm going to put basically where and when once I figure that out. And then I'm like, you know what? They're sparklers. This needs a little bit more sparkle. So I'm going to grab a mix called Black Magic from Spiegel Mom Scraps. And I'm going to use all of the sparkly gold ones. And I'm going to put that in between all of my rays. So I've done something like this before, but I've actually put the sequins on the embroidery floss, and this time I'm just going to use a little Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and ta-da! Look at all that sparkle. So fun. I absolutely love how this one turned out. So thank you so much, MK, for giving this great photo as inspiration. And make sure you check out everybody down in the description box below and see their take on this photo. And that is going to do it. So remember to wear your crown, and we will see you later. Bye.